What to invest in to become a millionaire? So that is always a question that I'm asked is, what do I invest in? What do I invest in? See, the challenge, not only in the US, but in most countries, is two big assets have been taught because they're highly controlled, which is real estate and the stock market. I'm going to get into the alternatives. I mean, I own part of a New York play, hair salons, pizzerias, laundromats. Like the alternatives are where people make money. If you say, well, what's an alternative? Well, drive around your town. Some piece of real estate and every business is owned by somebody. The question that I started asking when I was like a teenager, young, is how do you own more of that? And how do you start automating and really creating that as an investment strategy and owning some franchises? So I've owned a pretty diverse portfolio in my career, you could about imagine. And what made me a millionaire was real estate. I still believe that real estate is right up there at the top. So let's talk about a bunch of alternatives. Let's talk about those that are a little more passive, but still can make you a millionaire and how you invest. And then just some key rules to protect yourself. And a lot of you have not ever delved into this education because you're used to park and pray financial planners, which means you go into a big financial firm and those financial planners, by the way, have gone to school for less time than it takes to get certified to cut your hair. So hairdressers have to go to school longer. It's fascinating to me that you're going to dump your money just because it's a Schwab or a Fidelity or a Vanguard or wherever it is and hope somebody that's gone to school less time than cutting hair is going to manage your money. It's called park and pray. Park your money with somebody, pray to God they do something with it. It is your money, people. So this is your time to stand up and start getting some money rules, getting due diligence, understanding risk factors, and understanding the language. If you truly want to be a fast millionaire investing, then you're going to have to learn. And if not, you're just taking continuous risks. So what are the top strategies? Well, I'm going to go straight for the big one, which is own your own company. I have never seen anyone, including myself or any of our students, become a faster millionaire than actually taking their skill sets, the things that they're really good at, not what they're passionate about and love to do. You'll get to that part eventually in your life. I don't care if it's a pest control company, a hauling company, window washer, pressure washer, construction, house cleaning, pest control. I don't care. It's not about the thing. It's about the systems and the team that you put around it. So the biggest asset all of you could own is your own company. By far. Now, if you're a big employee, right, making hundreds of thousands of employees, say, well, I don't want to be that kind of entrepreneur, then you go to the next point, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But let's keep going in the big alternatives. Number one is your own company. Number two, like I said, it's real estate. It's exactly what I did. I had my own company. I poured all that money that I was making with very, very specific tax strategies, so I wasn't overpaying taxes, and I poured it into real estate. Became a real estate millionaire, came to the end of that year, and my tax strategist said, you're going to have to buy some gas and oil to keep your tax burden low because your company made a lot, your real estate made a lot, and we still need more depreciation. So then I became a gas and oil millionaire because I just happened to strike the right wells. That's not common on a 1 or 2 or 3 or 6 well package. Then you say, well, what else do you invest in? Well, if I follow my path, obviously I've been a millionaire right now in 8 categories, soon to be 9. So I've done all sorts of industries. You can make what you want out of all of it. Like a couple of years ago, we just crushed it in RV parks. I know clients that do a ton in storage. So it's where's your strategy? What appeals to you that you want to get involved in, and what do you want to learn how to invest in? Buying a business, we have great franchise experts who can help you evaluate, or working with very specific consultants. I have a new client who's actually going to do a mail center business and hired a mail center expert, right? So go get some really niche coaching to how to build that. I know how to do the marketing, the sales, and all of that. So then is up level to even more coaching. Now, if we go to the next level and say, well, what else could you invest in? Well, I love the market, but I only love it through one software, and that's called iFlip. So I've given you a free app to the very software that I use. As you start growing into it, you might have a personal account, a corporate account, a Roth IRA account, a 401k account. So I have a variety of iFlip accounts depending on the quality and the distinction of that money. So I encourage you to go grab the iFlip account, start getting to know the smart folios and how you can go in and out of the markets. That includes cryptocurrency. Now, there are some through 401ks that you can actually buy cryptos as well. And I use my Roth, which is tax-free, tax-deferred for my cryptos, because usually they're running away. So if I bought, which I did, Bitcoin in mine and my 2 kids' Roths at 4,000, those have run away into, you can see the Bitcoin prices today, and you can imagine what that's worth. So I put those in the Roth for those tax strategies. So there's a thing about what vehicle do you use, depending on the quality of money, like 401k money. You would never use 401k or Roth money for an oil and gas deal because you want the depreciation. So there's tax issues. There's what's the vehicle that holds it issues. There's what's the strategy. What's the exit plan? Who is the management team? There's so much about money and investing. I find it fascinating. So I learn, I study, and I'm in this world frequently, which is why people send me deals all the time. Not that I want all the deals, but they want me to evaluate. And I say, well, come to our big table, and then I might pay attention. Otherwise, I don't need to pay attention. I've made enough millionaires that I'd rather go back to the millionaires I've made and do some deals and some structures with them than do it with a bunch of random strangers. Before the last point, I want to go to a few other places. Direct sales companies is a great way for some of you employees, and I have 8 of them. I have 8 affiliate and direct sales companies that I am a huge part of. So they are in the link below. There's a QR code. It will take you to 8 different things that I do that is either extra money or I'm deeply into, but just check them out. If it works for you, it works for you. So I can't give you advice, can't tell you what to do, but that's a great way to start some businesses so you have the corporate structure so you get the tax benefits. So the last thing I want to talk about would be equity crowdfunding. I would never do the original crowdfunding of just, giving a bunch of people some free money because they can't figure out how to make their own money. But equity crowdfunding is a way for a lot of people. There's a lot of real estate projects that are out on the internet, like Start Engine and a variety of other places where you can do some crowdfunding if you don't have a lot of money. To invest in the alternatives, you need to be accredited. So my goal isn't to make you a millionaire first, it's to get you accredited first, which is making $200,000 to $300,000, depending if you're married or not. So I'm doing this video intentionally with a lot of bomb drops because there's a lot to learning to invest. I've given you 3 chapters of my wealth cycle investing, which gives you the only education, the only book probably written about it. To me, it's my favorite book. It's my least read because people want to park and pray. If I was you and I was starting to invest, I'd put some money in iFlip. I would put some money into a Roth, and I would probably go look at some real estate with some really, really, really smart advanced partners. And you say, where do I find those? In our community. How do you come closer to our community? You become a client. So I'm going to give you one last big gift, which is a one-on-one conversation with somebody on my team who could talk to you about, are you ready? And what do we need to do to help you get ready? Now, before I go to the last point, which is like key things you got to really pay attention to, please subscribe to the channel. Be here 5 days a week. It's a family-friendly channel designed just for you and your family. We have journals that you can grab and actually talks about like a 365-day plan. What video did you listen to? What did you learn? What are you going to do about it? Right? So it's what did you learn and what are you going to do about it? Those are always the 2 questions I'll be asking you. And over the what am I going to do about it should be building a course of a plan. As you plan an investment strategy, you've got to, again, probably consume the rest of my Wealth Cycles book because it starts with what are your money rules? What are your home money rules, your business money rules, and then your investing money rules? How do you do due diligence? Right? How do you look at a company and say, do I want to buy it or not? How do you decide if you want to start up a company? Those are money rules. Those are due diligence strategies. Those are market analysis strategies. You say, but I'm not an expert in it. You need to know enough to lead the experts. And I have a ton of those kind of experts who you could be with on the team. You may have to hire some of them. Some come with the big table tuition package. And a lot of it's you. You've got to lean in and start learning. I remember when I was right on the verge of becoming a millionaire, and I looked at my day and said, if I want to be a millionaire, I need to start paying attention to my asset, my balance sheet, of what I'm investing in, not just how much money my companies are making. So it's a balance of your time as the owner of what are you making and how are you investing. And you have to lean in and say, I want to learn this. If you just want it to be done to you and for you, stay with Susie Orman and Dave Ramsey and good luck. But you're going to get how to make, how to invest, and how to have the lowest tax plan here at Integrated Wealth Systems. So if you have any questions, and I'd love to talk to you one-on-one, connect with our team first, and then head over to askloral.com, ASKLORAL, ask a question, make a request. I'll be back tomorrow.